Well, today marks World Children's Day, a United Nations Children's Fund initiative, and this year's theme is A Better Future for Every Child. The day aims to provide an opportunity to build on the positivity of young people. Now, prior to this day, Unicef South Africa released a report which shows that 80% of young girls and women believe they can be change makers, despite the challenges some of them face. To discuss this further, we're joined by Christine Muhigana from Unicef South Africa. Christine, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. So we understand that Unicef has released this U report. Can you just take us through some of the findings? But perhaps before we get to the findings, can you start with the U report platform itself? What has been the intention behind it?
So the U report, the U report platform allows us to poll young people, young men, young women, young boys, young girls, give them a voice. So we pick a topic. We've had polls on vaccine, COVID-19 vaccine. We had polls on mental health. We had polls this year on a number of issues that are important to society, to communities, and to young people themselves. And this is a way for us to give them a voice and to report back to the public, to their peers, what it is that they have to say and how they can have influence, how they can bring solutions to the problems that they are voicing, bringing a voice on.
Mm-hmm. And what did they have to say? What are the issues and how are they looking to actually solve these issues as young people?
So this latest poll that we did in young people is telling us that a great proportion of young girls and women feel that they can be change makers in their society. They can lead. They feel that they can lead, they feel that they can have influence, and also, very important, they show or they say that they support each other. So in this day and age of number of challenges, a number of distress that young people have to go through, it's important to bring this voice of hope and coming particularly from young women and girls.
Mm-hmm. I must say it's very heartening to learn that young people believe they can positively impact society and that the world is generally becoming a better place. But the reality now is children remain the most vulnerable in society. Their mental well-being has been significantly affected with COVID and the subsequent regulations. Social media has also become somewhat toxic for young people. We're hearing of kidnappings. Did any of this come up with your engagements with these young people?
Yes, what comes up is that young people are cognizant of the challenges that they face themselves and their communities, their societies face. But I think what's coming out very loud and clear is that on the number of issues that we've been polling on, they have a sense that they can do something. They have a sense that vaccines, for example, are important to them, even if there are hesitancies and concerns about safety. They're cognizant of the fact that mental health has impacted them in a great deal, but they've been supporting each other as peers. On climate change, they're saying that they have hope in the outcome.
Oh, we seem to have lost Christine there, just giving us at least the views of young people in several communities who are saying that they do in fact have hope that the country and the world will be a far better place and that they have an opportunity to contribute positively. I wish we could have kept her a bit longer just to hear of the other initiatives of UNICEF, which is a partnership with Jazz Art Studio in Cape Town. Christine, I think you are back. Unfortunately, we didn't hear that last part, but perhaps to talk to us about the partnership between UNICEF and Jazz Art Studio. Just talk to us about it and its impact on young people in the community.
So the partnership we have with Jazz Art is about giving the opportunity to young people from vulnerable backgrounds to express themselves through dance and to also earn a livelihood through their engagement with the this dance company. So they have a 3-year program with Jazz Art, and they're kept on with the company for 6 months to a year to work, and then they're helped after that in finding work, finding a livelihood, finding a job. And while they're engaged with Jazz Art, they also do reach out to younger children, younger girls, like younger boys, so that they can also support and coach other young people to go through this through a similar journey. We were with them yesterday. They do a marvelous, beautiful work. The dances are just out of this world. You can sense the passion, the energy, and through that they're reconstructing or constructing themselves and earning a living.
No, quite impressive. Honestly, the future is in great hands if we have young people that are so positive. Christine, thank you very much for joining us. That's our representative in South Africa of UNICEF, Christine Muhigana, talking to us.